And now we're going to get a tie up underneath. And we'll see where the possession arrow goes here, and it'll stay here with Henderson. So again, it's been an outside barrage thus far. 3 3-pointers for Henderson, 1 for Teays Valley. Only 1 bucket inside the circle thus far. They inbound it down low, pump fake going up, unable to connect, and now a late whistle as A.K. Holden may have been pushed on the way up. And they are going to get the foul on Teays Valley, and that's going to be on Bea, and that'll be his second. See here on the replay, again, good up fake by Holden, and then a very late whistle that time. But they end up getting the foul on Bea, and he'll have to go to the bench here with 2 early fouls. 2 free throws, first on the way up and good for Holden. It's Holden averaging 10 points per game on the year and 6.5 rebounds along with 1.7 blocks per game as a 6'4 junior. Not a very good free throw shooter on the year, just 51%, but he steps up here, makes the first, second one off the mark, no good. 10-5 in favor of Henderson. Across the timeline comes Teays Valley as Davis dribbling along the left baseline, gets inside. Nice move by Davis, able to finish at the rack for his first bucket of the game for the 6'2 sophomore. So lead down to 3 despite Henderson seeming as if they've controlled the pace thus far. Now a chance to cut it to 1. Here comes Davis waiting on help. Instead now taking himself up and under. Can't finish. Rebounded though in transition and put back up and in as Joyce gets his first bucket, the 6'8 junior. So now the lead down to 1. Left corner 3, no good by Waverly, and all of a sudden a chance here for Teays Valley Christian to take the lead as Brandon Brown into the game. Takes it over the left side. Now gets it back out front. Joyce swing it around to Christmas. Christmas backing down low, kicks it out top. Pilata thought about a 3. Now he'll get it over left side. Davis drives in. Nice move as he gets all the way inside. And Josiah Davis starting to get active on the low block. And now another turnover as Henderson Collegiate unable to deal with the pressure right now from Teays Valley. It's Teays Valley on a nice run here in the last couple of. Will inbound it into the backcourt. 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. Brown gets a screen up top. Goes inside. Nice look. Can't find an opening down low. Joyce now will take it up with the right hand. No good. Rebounded underneath. Good box out that time by A.K. Holden. Now Holden will bring it up the left side. Gets it out top. Now over to Waverly as Henderson trying to settle things down here after they enjoyed the lead the majority of this quarter. Driving in. Ball stripped away by Brown and taken by Christmas. Here comes Teays Valley once again up the floor. And Teays Valley made it into the top 25 nationally last year. Henderson finished as state runner-up in North Carolina in the 1A division, losing by 1 point in the state finals to Bishop McGuinness. So 2 high-class programs going up against each other here in the Phenom Country Roads Classic. And going to the line here will be Joyce to shoot 2. Again, Shaumba Joyce coming from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, able to hit on his first attempt. And as we said, this is a Teays Valley team that recruits all over the world, from the Caribbean to Europe to Asia. Joyce's second free throw rolls off, no good. Rebound contested, fought for, and Henderson takes it away. 12-10, Teays Valley leads it. Trap in the front court, ball tipped away and knocked out of bounds. And last touch by Teays Valley. And again, this pressure defense continuing to bother Henderson here late in the first quarter as we're down to the final 90 seconds. They get it over right side. Deep 3 by Green on the way, and he's able to connect. His second three-pointer of the quarter gives Henderson the lead back. So 13-12, and now Henderson trying to apply some token pressure in the backcourt as Brown fakes a pass, takes it in with the left hand, and he's able to finish high off the glass for his 4th point. 14-13 in favor of Teays Valley. Out front, Green with a minute to go in the first. Gets it to Matthews, now into the corner. Pump fake, trying to find an opening. It's a reset underneath, shot up, no good as it rolls off. Rebound taken away by Davis as Teays Valley trying to increase their lead here. He dribbles up the right side. He took it on the left block a couple of times. Now he tries the right side. Can't get it this time as it's rejected on the way up by Waverly. Here comes Henderson back the other way, pushing in transition. Nice pass underneath and a good finish at the rim by A.K. Holden As good patience that time by Jaquavion Venable in order to find his man and give Henderson the lead, back by 1. Let's see if Teays Valley tries to hold for 1 here. Davis.
Break it. Break the count.
Now looking. And we get a whistle and a 5-second call on Davis. As Davis thought that he wasn't up against the count that time, but was. As it wasn't the referee in front of him that was making the count, it was the one behind him. And now we're down to 10 seconds. Henderson may get the last look of the quarter. Out front, Green. Trying to find some space. He'll take a 3. Rims in and out several times and won't fall. And that brings us to the end of an eventful first 8 minutes here between these two clubs, as it is Henderson with a 1-point edge as we head to quarter number 2. You're watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, Surgical Podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
Beware, there's a loud woman behind you.
15-14 in favor of Henderson as we head to quarter number 2. Chris Kidd here with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Aaron Stone, our camera operator. And again, we'll be with you here today and tomorrow. Again, coming up next, we've got International Sports Academy taking on the 2-time defending Class AA champions in West Virginia, the Chapmanville Tigers. So don't go anywhere. We've got more basketball action coming your way tonight on Video Productions. As Brown out front, top of the key 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Matthews. As here comes Henderson trying to push the pace over to Waverly. Open 3 from the corner, off the mark, no good. Comes right back to Waverly, though, in the left corner as he'll dribble back out. Waverly trying to go up against Joyce. No-look pass inside and off the hands of Venable and out of bounds. It'll go over to Teays Valley. And again, tomorrow we'll have a couple of games from the George Washington Christmas Classic. Again, that'll be Riverside and Capital at 12:30, and GW will play at 2:30. And then we'll be back down here in Chapmanville right after that with Man and Nitro at 5:30, and then Chapmanville against Miller at around 8:30 p.m. So a whole slew of holiday basketball tournament action coming your way this weekend on Video Productions. It's a good drive that time, but unable to finish inside with Jones, and Jones unable to get it going thus far tonight. Hasn't scored yet. Now a turnover. Perhaps here's an opportunity. Jones into the middle. Nice jump step, and there's his first bucket of the game. The 6'5 junior gets on the board. Again, one of the 3 team captains for Teays Valley, and gives them the lead back at 16-15 as a 30-second timeout called here by Coach Arrowwood. Again, George Marshall, the head coach of Henderson Collegiate. As we see here on our instant replay, another steal and good transition offense here. Again, even though Jones double-teamed on the inside, didn't give it up, as I think they were waiting on the pass over to Pilata that time, but Jones wouldn't give it up and was able to finish inside with a little bit of space that he was able to create. As back and forth we continue to go here in the first half. Again, in the first game today, it was Miller out of Virginia, able to knock off their opponents from Beckley Prep 57-51 in an eventful game. This is the second of 3 games here tonight. Nice backdoor pass and dunk at the rim for Matthews as Venable, a great no-look that time in order to find the cutting Matthews for his 5th point. Venable averages 5.3 assists on the season, and there's why such good court vision. As Brown in the left corner, 3 on the way, no good off the back iron. Rebound comes down underneath, controlled by Teays Valley, trying to find an opening, no good, as now it's taken away. Still controlled though by Teays Valley, and finished on the right block by Jones, as Pilata was in all sorts of trouble that time, but it finished well for Teays Valley. 18-17 in favor of the Lions. Now the Pride brings it up the right side, into the right corner. Nice baseline drive by Waverly, but blocked from behind by Pilata. Got just enough of it to keep that from going in. Now Brown drives left baseline, gives it up underneath, and finishes his Jones for another 2. So after he was quiet for about the first 9 minutes of this game, he scored 6 points here in the last minute or so. Out top of the key is Matthews. Matthews trying to get a screen over on the near side. Able to get one, gives it to Waverly, now out top. Venable goes up just inside the three-point line, air ball and out of bounds. Now here comes Teays Valley with the ball back as Green checks back in for Henderson. Christmas checks back in for Teays Valley. And Teays Valley only suiting up 8 players here tonight. They didn't bring their entire roster for this contest. Out front, Davis gives it over to Christmas. Now to Brown. Goes down right block. Jones trying to go back to work here, and almost an M1 opportunity as Green tried to go for the steal, but got a hold of Jones's hand on the way up, and that'll send him to the free throw line. Now Jones spent some time on the Dominican Republic national team, did David Jones. As we get a look here on our instant replay, the drive, and yeah, you can see right there where Green got a hold of him on the way up. But Jones also nicknamed Davey as well, as he gets the second free throw to go. So he's seen a lot of basketball action in his young life, and right now 8 points here in the first 2.5 minutes of the second quarter. So he started to get himself going. A 5-point lead now for Teays Valley. Out front, Venable, wide open for 3. He'll take it and buries it from the top of the key. A much-needed 3 for Henderson. That is the fifth three-pointer now of the game for the Pride as they close the lead back down to 2. Again, it was Henderson that got off to the quick start, but now it's Teays Valley that's dominated play ever since about the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Now a foul underneath as Joyce gets hammered on the way up, as here you see the 3 by Venable again. Again, a good open look from the top of the circle. And it seemed like they edged off of Venable that time after he airballed the 2-pointer from just inside the circle before that. But Venable showing he's got that range, so now it's going to be a different story next time down, as Henderson's got shooters all over the place, as you see here on the instant replay. Joyce getting hammered on the way up to send him to the line to shoot 2 as he misses the first. He's now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. And we said these two teams had very successful seasons last year. Teays Valley at 24-5, Henderson at 31-3. As Joyce misses on both. Now a chance to tie or take the lead. Nice drive inside, and what a finish with a left hand by Waverly for his 5th point to even things up at 22 apiece. Teays Valley had the lead by 5, and now we're back all even. Joyce, top of the key. Gets it over, deep 3 for Davis from the left side. No good. Long rebound comes out. Davis gets it back. What a spin move on the left baseline. And Davis able to convert for his 6th point. Teays Valley with the lead back by 2. On the right wing, driving in, pass off the head of a Teays Valley defender that time and out of bounds. It'll stay with Henderson. So we get a look here at the drive by Davis, and boy, just a tremendous spin move toward the baseline that time, and a great finish by Davis. It's a 6'2 sophomore. He's had several great offensive possessions here tonight, and almost an over and back. Good balance that time by Matthews at midcourt. Now he'll drive in left side. What a screen with his body in order to keep the defender from getting the block on him and getting just enough space to get that layup to fall and even things up at 24. Now Pilata, great ball fake, goes up right side, can't finish at the rim, ball loose, and that's last touched out of bounds by Pilata. We get a look here at our replay, and a nice move that time and great finish at the rim by Matthews. Again, just a great job shielding his body It was almost a self-pick in order to create that space, and now Green drives in, counted, and the foul for Nick Green. Oh, I don't know how he had the touch and the sight to be able to finish that shot, but able to get the friendly roll off the foul and an N1 opportunity for Henderson. They retake the lead now at 26-24 with 3:42 to go before half. Missing on the free throw, however, as Pilata able to get the rebound. Teays Valley trying to take the lead back here. Is driving in hard on the right side. Jones can't finish this time. Gets his own rebound back, and Jones finishes at the rim. 10 points this quarter after being shut out in the first 8 minutes. Dribbling inside. Nice move by Matthews. Tried to spin it in, but no good. Jones with the rebound. Looking up ahead, but he'll keep it himself against Venable. Kicks it over left side. Jones for three. No good off the back iron. Pilata, though, on the rebound. Kicks it out front, but stolen by Venable. Now the ball loose. Pilata hits the deck for it along with Green, and we get a tie-up, and the possession arrow will go to Henderson. This has been a hard-fought back-and-forth affair here in the first 13 minutes of action, and we're all even at 26. We'll get a substitution here as Matthews will get a breather. Coach Marshall trying to shout out instructions as Jalen Burchett checks in. 6'1" senior, averages 5.1 points per game. They drive inside, trying to find an opening, and finishing at the rim is Waverly as he gets his 7th point. 28-26, Henderson. 2:45 to go in the first half. Nice drive by Jones, double teamed in the right corner, spins into the center. Thought about a turnaround jumper, instead gets it out to Davis, now to Pilata. Pilata at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Brown as he drives baseline, count it, and the foul as Brandon Brown, the lefty, able to take it and finish with the right hand on the left baseline, and he'll have a chance to give Teays Valley the lead back. We see again here Brown, good pump fake, took the baseline, and then finished with the offhand and drew the foul in the process. Brown's free throw up and sinks it for his 7th point, and Teays Valley has the lead back at 29-28. 2:25 left here in the first half. Pass gets away and right into the hands of the Teays Valley coaching staff as they will inbound right in front of us now. It'll be Brown to trigger it in, trying to find Davis, and does so. Davis brings it into the center, trying to collapse the defense, does so, and then blocked on the weak side by Waverly. What a defensive play. Looked like Davis had an easy 2 that time. Now they get it over to Venable, down low, trying to create some space, turnaround jumper, no good that time for Burchett. And now here comes Teays Valley back with a 1-point lead. Gets it over left side, back out to Brown. He'll take the lefty 3 from the left corner, and Brown heating up here in the second quarter. He's now got 10 points for the game, and it's a 4-point lead for Teays Valley. And the largest lead for them was 5 in this half. Largest for Henderson was 6. Venable gets it over to Green. He'll take a deep 3 right side, and there's his spot. He's hit from there all 3 times. And now we get a whistle and a timeout here by Coach Marshall after Green connected for his 11th point. That's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Back after this as you're watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
32-31 in favor of Teays Valley Christian. Chris Kidd here with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Aaron Stone, our camera operator. As we are nearing the end of the first half, Teays Valley had a 4-point lead a moment ago before Green's third three. Now Davis goes back to work, or Jones rather goes back to work on the low side. Finds Davis, counted and the foul. And an and one opportunity for Josiah Davis, as he's now got 8 points. And we were listening in on Coach Arrowwood during the timeout, and he was talking about not playing Teays Valley Christian basketball and not sharing the ball. Well, right there, it seems like his team got the message, as you see the great look by Jones and the good finish by Davis on the left side. His free throw up off the mark, rebound fought for, but Waverly, what a snag that time to be able to keep that away for a potential offensive rebound. Now Matthews drives in hard, and he finishes on the right side, as Matthews, the leading scorer of this Henderson ball club, now has 9 points to close the gap back to 1. Closing in on 60 seconds left in the first half. Over to Brown. He'll try the right corner three. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Venable. Up ahead, looking for Waverly for the lead. And what a block from behind, but they get a foul instead, as it was a great attempt by Brown to get back. Looked like he might have got him clean at first, but they get him for the hold on the way in, but nevertheless prevented an uncontested dunk that time, as you see on the replay. Great hustle by Brown getting back, but got a good piece of the arm on Waverly that time, as he sinks the first free throw. Waverly's a 71% free throw shooter on the season, is the 6'3" junior. And again, averaging 16.2 points per game, just a tad under Matthews' team lead at 16.8. He misses the second free throw. We're all tied at 34. Out front, Brown gets at the top of the key for Davis. Now over to Christmas. Christmas on the left wing. Goes on the left block. Jones waiting and now double teamed. Gets it to Davis. Davis takes a left elbow jumper, blocked, but a foul on Waverly. And that'll send Davis to the free throw line with 33.4 seconds to go before halftime. We get a look at it here on our instant replay. Again, Davis got towards the left elbow and then got smacked on that field goal attempt as he hits the first free throw. Again, missed on his first attempt a moment ago. Davis can't get the second to fall, and rebounded underneath by Henderson. A chance for them to retake the lead here with under half a minute to go in the first half. Waverly will now wait down the shot clock here. Shot clock at 15, game clock at 18. Waverly now starts to get into the offense, takes it over left side, gives it off, down to 5 on the shot clock, into the left corner. Waverly's three in and out, 5 seconds to go here for Teays Valley. Long heave from three-quarter court and out of bounds with 9/10 of a second left. So I don't think that Davis knew how much time was left, and Coach Marshall not happy with how much time's left on the clock. He thought there should be a little bit more. Now they're going to send in Bea, who had those 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. Just going to try and get a little length in as they inbound it, and that'll do it for the first half. And great first half of action here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium here in Chapmanville, West Virginia, as Teays Valley Christian taking a 1-point lead over Henderson Collegiate at the half at 35-34. Well, we'll step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll have your first half scoring and analysis here from Chapmanville, West Virginia, as you are watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, surgical podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, Quality legal services close to home. Do you find yourself sitting on the couch, flipping through the same old channels night after night? Well, follow the smell of delicious butter popcorn to Marquee Cinemas at Southridge Center in South Charleston. Marquee Cinemas just finished Phase 1 of its renovations at the Southridge location. Come and relax in the new Power Leather recliners. Marquee Cinemas, your place for family-friendly fun.
I'm the elf on the shelf, and thanks to your woodworking skills, this is about to get a whole lot less jolly. And unless these are protected by Allstate, this little mess up is gonna cost you big.
Protect your portable electronics against breaks, spills, and other Yuletide mishaps with a protection plan by Allstate. Available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
Elf down, elf down, elf down.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
They played
35-34 in favor of Teays Valley as we come back from break. Chris Kidd here with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Aaron Stone, our camera operator. And that voice you heard whenever we came back is the voice you'll hear in our next game coming up, as Nathan Bush is here with us now. And it'll be me and him on the call of Chapmanville and International Sports Academy coming your way at the conclusion of Teays Valley Christian and Henderson Collegiate. So don't go anywhere. That'll be a fascinating game coming up next. Let's run through your first half scoring on both sides. Again, starting with Teays Valley Christian as they lead it by 1 at intermission. They were led by David Jones and Brandon Brown, who each had 10 points here in the first half, followed by Josiah Davis with 9 points. Then after that, you have Shaumba Joyce, with 3 points, and Krishawn Christmas with 3 points as well for Teays Valley Christian. On the other end for Henderson Collegiate, leading the way was Nick Green with 11 points with 3 3-pointers, followed by Kalib Matthews with 9 points, Javonte Waverly with 8 points, A.K. Holden with 3 points, and Jaquavion Venable with 3 points to round out the scoring for Henderson Collegiate, as they've been able to hang in here with 6 3-pointers in the first half, whereas Teays Valley has done the majority of their damage on the low block as they've had 2 3-pointers, but again, they've been finishing a lot more around the rim than has Henderson Collegiate here in the first half. We figured this would be a tightly contested game, and thus far it has lived up to its billing. But again, stay tuned with us next, because with Chapmanville and International Sports Academy. Again, you're talking about a place with International Sports Academy that's only been around for its second year of existence, but they've got a lot of key talent, including some players that have committed to Ohio State, Alabama on their roster, so a lot of big-time Division I talent on that team from International Sports Academy coming up next, and we'll see how the two-time defending Class AA state champions and the team that finished ranked number 1 in the state of West Virginia in any class over the last 2 years, the Chapmanville Tigers, fare against some of this top-notch competition. Again, they'll get ISA tonight, and then they'll get Miller tomorrow night. And Miller, Virginia, as we mentioned, beat Beckley Prep 57-51 in game number 1 here today. So, again, we've got a lot of great action coming your way here from the Phenom Country Roads Classic tournament here in Chapmanville, West Virginia, as we're in night 2 of it, night 3 tomorrow night. So, again, we'll have more action from here tomorrow as well from Danny Gobby Gymnasium. But right now here at the half, it is Teays Valley Christian leading Henderson Collegiate 35-34. We'll step aside for a break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the start of the second half from Chapmanville, West Virginia, as you are watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic with us right here live on video production.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, surgical podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy, and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Most people think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, at Allstate, you could pay $0. Allstate gives you $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Then another $100 off every year you don't have an accident. Let the good hands reward your safe driving with a deductible that goes away. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
Getting ready for the start of quarter number 3 here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium, and game number 2 here on this Friday from the Phenom Country Roads Classic. Chris Kidd here with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Aaron Stone on camera for us here tonight from Chapmanville, West Virginia. And as we said, we'll be with you tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 p.m. here on Video Productions for the call of GW's holiday tournament, as it'll be Riverside and Capital to get things started, and then at 2:30 it'll be time for GW to take the floor as they'll look to continue their quest to stay undefeated in this early season. The number 3 team in Class AAA getting to work, and then after that I'll be racing back down here to Chapmanville, West Virginia for Man and Nitro at approximately 5:30. And then after that, we'll take a small break and then be back for the final game of the nightcap at approximately 8:30 p.m. with Chapmanville taking on Miller, Virginia. So, again, it's going to be a long and fun day tomorrow for us right here on Video Productions. All sorts of fun high school basketball action coming your way during this holiday time of year. So make sure you spend your holiday time and weekend with us right here on Facebook and on Video Productions. Now we get set to start the third quarter. It'll be Teays Valley's ball going from right to left across your computer screen. As it'll be Christmas to inbound it. Gets it into the backcourt for Davis. Davis Dribbles back over to Christmas's side, and now it looks like Teays Valley in a little bit of confusion here on the opening possession. Now they get it up top for Brown. He gets wide open for three, and it didn't start well, but it ended well for Teays Valley as Brown cans his second three of the game, and he now leads all scorers with 13 points. 38-34 Teays Valley. Almost a carry that time. Get it back out front. Holden skips it over to Green. He's been the deep threat for Henderson tonight. They go inside, and the chair just got pulled out from under him by Brown, but they're going to whistle him for the foul instead of the travel. It looked like he just tried to back out of the way there and get the travel. But instead, Brown whistled for the foul. That's number 2 on him. So inbound from underneath their own basket. Waverly, tough inbound, able to throw it in for Holden, though, in the right corner. Holden dribbles to the elbow, and looks like he got helped along the way that time as he gets pushed in the back on the way through. So that'll go against Bea, and that's going to be number 3 on him. So now you see here on the replay the push on the way through as they inbound it, lob inside. Holden can't finish, gets it back, gets it and one, and just like that, Bea picks up number 4. As he's just not been able to stay on the floor tonight as the 6'9 sophomore. He picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter that sent him to the bench, and now he picks up 2 quick fouls in the first 46 seconds of the third quarter that's going to put him on the bench. But great job that time by Holden, maintaining possession and able to finish on the low block. Holden missing on the free throw attempt, however, as he's got 5 points now. Both teams haven't shot the ball particularly well from the free throw line tonight. It's a 2-point game now in favor of Teays Valley. Brown gets it over into the corner. Davis tries to spin inside, still looking for an opening. Goes up strong, can't finish. Rebound fought for, taken by Joyce. Joyce, turnaround jumper in the paint, rolls off, no good, but a foul whistled on the play. That'll send him to the free throw line. They're going to get that one on Devon Allen. So Joyce with 3 points thus far, but he's 1 of 4 at the free throw line. Now make it 2 of 5 as he connects on the first. That gives him 4 points. Lead back up to 3 for Teays Valley. Second free throw good as well. 40-36, Teays Valley Christian on top. They get it across the timeline. 3 from the right corner for Waverly, no good. Rebound comes out high, still fought for, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Henderson. Here comes Teays Valley with a 4-point lead, and the largest lead they've had tonight was 5 points, so looking for their biggest lead of the evening. They go down low, ball stripped away, taken by Henderson. Here comes the Pride into the front court. Waverly gives it off up top. Allen gets it to Green. Green going to take a deep 3 from the left side, and again he's able to connect. This kid has got range to the parking lot, as that was another deep bomb, and his 4th 3-pointer of the game draws Henderson back within a point. Dribbling in is Brown as he had a strong second quarter. Nice move to the baseline, and Jones able to finish for his 12th point of the game. Again, Jones had no points in the first quarter, had 10 in the second, and picks up his first 2 of the second half there. Holden gives it off to Waverly. Now back up top for Matthews. Matthews quietly with 9 points here tonight. Now gives it over left side underneath. Fadeaway jumper for Waverly. No good. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped and taken away by Joyce. Now here comes Teays Valley running the other way. Davis can't find an opening. Now he'll wait for everyone else. Kicks it up top. 3 on the way. And Jones able to connect his first deep ball of the game. And that gives Teays Valley their largest lead of the evening at 45-39 as a 30-second timeout call by Coach Arrowwood. As you see it here, a transition 3 as Jones trailing the play, coming up late, and Henderson not able to pick him up in time as Jones makes him pay with a 3-pointer, his 15th point of the game, and now he leads all scorers here on the night. As he's got 15, Green for Henderson has 14, and Brown for Teays Valley has 13. So now can Henderson stymie this momentum here as Teays Valley felt like they've been threatening to pull away since about the midway point of the second quarter, but just haven't been able to mount enough of a run to get away from Henderson. And if you're with us for about the first 5 or 6 minutes of the ball game, it felt like Henderson was dominating the game. But since then, it feels like Teays Valley's just had a little bit more of the control of this contest and the pace to their liking. And what a backdoor pass that time, but unable to finish was Waverly. He's really struggled here this evening for Henderson. Now driving in is Jones, kicks it in the left corner. Open three for Brown, no good this time. Rebound kicked out of bounds, and last touch by Henderson. And that was a bullet dodge for Henderson that time with Brown that open from one of his favorite spots. So he's hit a couple threes from that corner already tonight. Davis gets it in, contested, but caught by Jones, and he hits another deep jumper. That's now his 17th point, 7th here this quarter. 47-39 Teays Valley. Waverly gets it over on the left side. A lot of contact, nothing called. Drive in, nice dish off. Can't finish at the rim, and a late whistle going to be called on Jones. Actually, they're going to get that on Christmas instead on the block. Get a look at it here on our replay. Again, Jones came over late, but Christmas was right below him, and they got him for the foul instead as Holden goes to the line. He connects on the first. He's got 6 points now. He is 2 of 4 from the free throw line. We mentioned only a 51% free throw shooter on the season. He hits the second as well. 47-41, Henderson hanging close here. Teays Valley is kind of taking control of the pace here in the third quarter. Now here's Jones at the top of the key. Gets it over to Brown. Brown goes baseline, cut off. Now tries to go backdoor cut. Nobody was there. Intercepted easily by Henderson. Up ahead, drives in, up and under. Layup will go for Matthews. Looked like he wanted to dish it off on the way in. Realized he was caught in midair and was able to make a nice move. Jones the other way, and he was able to get all the way in as nobody got back in time to stop Jones in transition. And he gets the easy layup to bring the lead back to 6 for Teays Valley. Over left side, Matthews guarded by Jones, trying to find a switch, able to get one. In the left corner, dribbles inside the paint, ball fakes, goes up inside the trees, can't get it to go. He tips it out himself, but nobody home in the left corner and out of bounds off of Henderson. So we see here on our replay, again, the move by Matthews there. As you could see, he was looking at the trailer first and instead elected to keep it at the last second, realizing he wasn't open. And just a great athletic play by Matthews with great body control that time to finish at the rim. Now here's Jones out front. They swing it around. Pilata with it. He'll drive into the center. Gets himself free. And a one-handed thunder slam by Pilata. And what a way to announce yourself into the scorebook for Landry Pilata. His first bucket of the game. Almost a steal by Brown. Now they dribble in. Kicks it into the left corner. Waverly drives in. A lot of contact that time. And they're going to get the foul on Pilata. As we're going to look at that dunk here on our instant replay. Again, Pilata, great ball fake, got the step, and no one home in the paint to cut him off. And Pilata able to finish strong at the rim to give Teays Valley an 8-point lead. And now Waverly going to try and cut into that. As he connects on the first. He's got 9 points now in the game. You see on our replay the contact around the basket that time. An easy call on Pilata. Waverly has 9 points, 2 of 3 from the line. Second free throw up and good. And Waverly's had a tough shooting day from the field, but he's someone that if he gets going, he's going to be a nightmare to try and defend. Here as this game moves along is a full timeout called. We'll take a timeout as well with Teays Valley leading Henderson by 6. You're watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
Seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We probably help somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein and Campbell.
Well-known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein and Campbell is the way to go. Call 346-5990.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary.
Back here at Danny Gobby Gymnasium in Chapmanville, West Virginia. Chris Kidd here with you with Robbie Mounts, our engineer. Aaron Stone on camera for today's ball game. We're in game number 2 of the Phenoms Country Roads Classic here in Chapmanville, West Virginia. Again, game 3 we'll have ISA against Chapmanville coming up next, and a great cut that time by Davis, able to get to the rim, and he finishes for his 11th point. Teays Valley retakes an 8-point lead. Waverly drives in. His shot blocked by Pilata, but there's Venable on the rebound. Back out front for Green, trying to work it around the perimeter. Matthews with it. Matthews going up against Jones, drives in, pump fakes. Great move by Matthews in order to get Jones in the air and get the easy banker for his 13th point. Lead back down to 6 as we kind of hovered around this 8 to 6 point lead for the last couple of minutes now. Jones over the left side, gets it to Davis. Davis tries to drive baseline, gets inside, and he'll finish at the rim again. Josiah Davis continues to be effective on the low block. He's got 13 points. Green on the left wing. Up top for Holden. Gives it back to Green. Matthews now going one-on-one with Brown. Spins inside on him. Brown stays with him. Pilata blocks it from behind. Ball loose on the floor. Pilata goes diving for it. Green fighting for it. And now we get a whistle and a tie-up call. And possession arrow, I believe, will favor Henderson here. And Pilata really getting some work done on the glass here, as that's his 3rd block here in the game. Now Coach Arrowwood wanting to have a talk here. He didn't think there should have been a tie-up on that. Because again, the shot clock was running down, and Coach Arrowwood thought that there shouldn't have been a tie-up on that, because now that ends up giving Henderson more time on the reset. And he's still asking the official, why did it reset on that? And he's not happy with whatever explanation he just got from the official. But Henderson will have it with 20 on the shot clock. Now stolen by Brown. Brown one-on-one with Waverly. Tried to dunk him into the basket with the ball, but wouldn't go. Venable gets it. Now he gets tripped up with Davis and goes to the ground. And here comes Teays Valley back. Lob up the other way and off the mark and out of bounds. And last touch by Teays Valley. So a lot of action during that sequence, but no one able to get anything accomplished. This possession will go back over to Henderson here, trailing by 8. Driving in as Matthews, can't finish. Ball tipped up, loose, out of bounds, and last touch by Teays Valley.
Hey, wait for us!
A minute 35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Teays Valley has inched away a little here in the 3rd, and now the inbounds pass gets away, and last touch by Henderson. So now the official explaining what happened on that to Coach Arrowwood. He said, it's your ball, it's okay. Now here's Davis at the free throw line. Nice jab step, gets inside, but he's stripped on the way in. Ball loose underneath, taken away by Henderson. Bounce pass up ahead to Waverly. Thought about a 3, instead resets, gets it out front. There's Brown on another steal. Here comes Brown in transition, goes up, slam dunk for Brandon Brown, as he's got 15 points now, and a full timeout called by Teays Valley as they take their largest lead of the game at 57-47. As we take a look at that dunk again here on our instant replay, as Brown has been playing the passing lanes the entire 3rd quarter, and here he gets a payoff with a big-time finish. We'll step aside for a break and be back after this as you're watching the Phenom Country Road.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
Welcome back, everybody, to Danny Gobby Gymnasium. Chris Kidd with you as we close in on the final minute of the third quarter. Teays Valley leading it by 10. Driving in as Green kicks it out. Open three from the right side, and that's a much-needed three for Henderson as Caleb Matthews able to knock it down. He's got 7 points this quarter and 16 for the game. 57-50, and Teays Valley has started to control here. But that was a big-time three by the leading scorer of this Henderson Ball Club. Three on the way, no good by Jones, and a chance here for Henderson to go on a little spurt before the end of the quarter. Up ahead to Venable. Nice cut inside by Waverly, but knocked away by Davis and off of Waverly on the way in. 57-50, Teays Valley. Henderson looking to apply full court pressure here. Davis will bring it up. Give it over to Brown. We'll see. Teays Valley, there's about a 1 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Ball tipped away, knocked loose. Still trying to be saved, and is so to Venable. Now here comes Waverly with it. Waverly with 13 seconds. Gets it back to Venable on the left side. He'll drive in left side. Stripped on the way in, but fouled with 9.4 seconds to go in the quarter. And we'll see if this is a shooting foul or not. So they get it on Pilata. That'll be second foul on Pilata. As you see the drive again there as Venable just forced the action and got raked by a couple of players from Teays Valley, but they give the foul to Pilata instead. Venable misses on the first free throw. Venable, a 64% free throw shooter on the year, averages 6.5 points per game, only with 3 thus far here tonight. Second free throw up, that one off the mark as well. Tip back up, no good. Ball loose, Pilata comes away with it. Chance here for Teays Valley with 5 seconds. Pilata across midcourt, gets it over to Christmas for 3. Merry Christmas to Teays Valley as they get a 3 to close out the third quarter and take a 10-point lead into the final 8 minutes of play. Back after this as you are watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
You've been seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We probably help somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein & Campbell.
Well known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein & Campbell is the way to go. Call 34659.
Start of quarter number 4 here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium. Chris Kidd with you with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Aaron Stone on camera as we get a look here at the 3 by Christmas to close out the third quarter. And a huge momentum swing as it looked like Henderson might be able to close it down to a 2-possession game. On the other end, Venable missed both free throws. And then after that, Christmas with a huge 3-pointer, his second of the game, to get the lead back to double digits at 60-50. Teays Valley with the ball to start quarter number 4. Davis drives in left side, gets all the way to the 10, and Davis been so effective on that dribble drive all day long. He's got 15 points for the contest, and Brown once again in the passing lanes, able to knock that out of bounds. He's just been everywhere on the defensive end here in the second half as Brandon Brown, and was able to get nice dunk out of it at the end of the third quarter. 62-50 now in favor of Teays Valley. Good look underneath and a foul as Pilata tried to come over and contest on Holden. And they'll send him to the line. As you see again there, just a nice stutter step, weight by Davis, making you think he might pull up for the jumper. Does just enough to get the defender to commit up and give him that extra little lean in order to get to the basket, as Holden able to hit on the first free throw. So he's got 7 points now for the game. There you see the foul that sent Holden to the free throw line as Pilata picks up another. Holden misses on the second and rebounded by Jones underneath. As we said, this is both schools still early in their infancy, both just been around 5 years. As Brown gets a three from the top of the key, can't get the roll. Rebound comes down to Teays Valley, though, so they'll get a second look. There's Jones with it on the left wing. Nice spin towards the baseline, runs into defenders, able to power it up anyway and get it to go. 21 points now for David Jones, the 6'5" junior captain. 7 minutes remaining in the game, 13-point lead. Out front, three on the way, short, no good by Matthews. Here comes Teays Valley back the other way. Davis up the right side, dribbles in, lost control of it on the way up, knocked out of bounds. And I believe they say last touch by Henderson. As you look at the replay here, again, the great spin move by Jones, and again, somehow with the power to get that up despite the contact as he got to the baseline. They get it into Brown, thought about a three, instead gives it back out to Jones. Jones brings it over near side, now tries to get on the left block, trying to back Venable in. Venable got a piece of it, knocked it loose, up ahead to Holden. Holden one-on-one with Brown, able to get up and under him and finish at the rack. Lead back down to 11. Does Henderson have a run left in them here to try and crawl their way back in early in the fourth? Davis back out to Brown. Brown gets to the free throw line, almost had it stolen, now knocked up in the air, and I think they're going to get Venable on the hold. And then we'll go against Venable. We're down to 6:12 to go in the contest. It's team fouls at 7-2 here. 7 against Henderson, 2 now against Teays Valley as they inbound it underneath. Good look, and Jones got free for the easy layup. Lead back up to 13. Matthews, top of the key for Venable. Stutter steps, they get it over right side for Green. Green creates a little space, goes for three, and there he is again, Nick Green. His 5th three of the evening, and he's got 17 points. Lead back down to 10. Davis gives it off on the left side for Jones. Jones dribbles in, gets a little space, and comes up short on the mid-range jumper. Now here comes a chance for Henderson to get this back into single digits. Over to Matthews. Dribbles inside, goes up and under, and what a finish by Kalib Matthews. Once again with the body control. We saw it in the first half, and there it is again as he's got 19 points. Lead down to 8. It was at 14 a moment ago. Davis gets inside, waits, now goes up, and Davis able to finish yet again inside. He's got 17 points. Lead back to double figures. 68-58. Over to Venable. Venable out for Waverly. Thought about a pass on the cut, but pulled back. Now Waverly will drive in. Tough up and under shot. Won't go, but rebounded by Holden. His shot deflected and taken away by Pilata. Now we get a whistle. And down on the ground as Waverly took a hard fall after he tried that tough circus shot. Now it's up, but holding, looks like the back of his left thigh, maybe his side instead, as he goes over to the bench immediately to take a seat. Now the referee's trying to clean up all the smudge on the ground after that hard fall he took. Again, stay tuned. Coming up next, approximately 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game, we'll have Chapmanville, the 2-time defending Class AA champions and 2-time top-ranked champions in the state of West Virginia, taking on International Sports Academy here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium. It'll be the first home game for Chapmanville this year, so stay tuned with us. As Brown goes for three, can't convert, and now whistle on a putback attempt by Pilata, and I believe they're going to get him for an over-the-back call here. That's going to be number 4 on Pilata. He's been a great rim protector here in the second half. Now has 4 fouls, joins Bea with 4 fouls for Teays Valley. And now we'll see Joyce come off the bench. Free throw up and good for Holden. That's 11 points now for Holden on the evening, a point above his season average. Now Holden's second free throw up. This one good as well. Lead back down to 8, and now Pilata on the bench. We're down to 4:28 remaining in the contest. Henderson will be shooting the one-on-one and the penalty the rest of the way here with 18 fouls, only 2 against them. So Teays Valley nowhere near the penalty at the moment. Driving inside, nice look, driving in, and Jones finishes, count it, and the foul. As David Jones, if you'd have told us he was going to have this kind of point output after the first 10 minutes of this game, I wouldn't have believed it. Again, he didn't score a point in the first quarter, didn't score early until about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And ever since then, it's been his ball game. So he has 25, make it 26 points as he connects on the free throw, 71-60. Venable drives in, gets it along the baseline, a lot of contact, nothing called, knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Teays Valley. 4:04 remaining in the game as Teays Valley's been able to hold Henderson Collegiate at bay here. Deep inbounds pass, dangerous, but it finds Matthews. Matthews dribbles in, kicks it out to Venable. Venable unable to get the shot off. Good recovery by Davis. Now they get it over to Green. Steps inside the arc this time. No good. Knocked out of bounds, and last touch by Henderson. As we talked about at the top of this broadcast, both these teams coming off very successful seasons. Henderson Collegiate was 31-3. Were undefeated in their conference. Won 5 games in the men's basketball championships in North Carolina before falling in the state finals in the 1A division, 55-54 to Bishop McGinnis last year as Jones misses from the free throw line, rebounded by Green. And then Teays Valley, Coach Arrowwood said that he had a plan to get them into the top 100, then maybe the top 50 after several years at Teays Valley, and he was able to do it last year by getting them to rank number 24 in the USA Today Super 25 boys basketball poll, and ended up beating powerhouse Oak Hill Academy 80-72 last year when they were ranked number 9. That is Oak Hill Academy. So Coach Arrowwood and Coach Marshall doing tremendous jobs at their respective programs here, and again with both programs still being very young in these divisions, doing just a great job getting a lot of exposure for these young men as Venable drives in, had it hacked away from him and couldn't control it on the way up, taken away by Teays Valley as we're under 3 minutes to go here, and Teays Valley leading at 71-60. Nice screen out front, able to free up Jones. He dribbles in right side, gets in, and fouled on the way to the basket. That'll put him at the free throw line with 2:48 remaining. They get the foul on Holden that time as we look at it here on our replay. Again, Jones and Davis just been so effective on their drives here today as Jones' free throw rolls in and out, no good. His first miss from the line tonight, now 3 of 4. It just felt like any time in the second half that Henderson made a little bit of a run, it was either Jones or Davis that was able to keep them at bay as Jones misses both free throws. Matthews back the other way. Spin move inside up against Jones, gets the contact, can't get it to fall. But they get the foul on Jones. Jones couldn't believe it was called. He thought he just went straight up with him.
That's just his first.
That's just foul number 1 on David Jones. So Matthews, the 6'4 senior, goes to the free throw line. Misses on the first. Again, a big miss there. And ironic, Matthews 35 of 86 for 41% from three-point land on the year, but he's only a 61% free throw shooter. Second one short as well and rebounded by Jones, an emphatic rebound that time. Teays Valley going to try and spread it out here, run some motion and take some time off the clock with this 11-point lead. Out front Davis, and we get an offensive foul against the Lions. Now I'll give it back over to the Pride here, still trailing by 11 as they get that on Joyce. A moving pick that time. Chance here for Henderson to get this back down below 10. Waverly back in the game, short on the three, rebounded by Brandon Brown. We're closing in on 2 minutes to go, and Coach Arrowwood trying to make it emphatic this time that he wants the motion offense run. It's Christmas, gets it to Brown. Brown into the center. Now waiting, nice backdoor look that time, unable to find an opening, out to Christmas, and there's probably the dagger as Christmas buries his third three of the game, and timeout called by Teays Valley with 1:51 remaining. Back after this as we get a look on our replay here before we go to break. The good pass and the good look, and Christmas with another big finish to perhaps cap this big victory for the Lions. We'll be back after this break as you're watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic with us right here live on Video Productions.
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, surgical podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
Back here for the final minute 45 of game number 2 from the Phenom Hoops Classic, as there's a lot of contact on the inside, and they call a blocking foul. Insider, no, was it a charge? Yes, it was a charge on Holden instead. Again, good job that time by Jones holding his ground, coming over and creating the turnover as Holden gets his second foul. Now Henderson trying to apply full court pressure here, and a block called in the backcourt on Green. That'll be team foul number 6, so the next will put Teays Valley in the penalty. They get it into Jones here, minute 35 to go. Now they clear out in order to let him go up against Venable. Good screen in the backcourt by Joyce. As Jones probes in, now gets it back outside. Pass knocked away by Matthews, out of bounds in front of the Teays Valley bench. And they'll inbound right in front of us as Christmas. We'll trigger it in. As lobs it into the backcourt for Brown. Over to Davis, almost had it stolen by Waverly. Minute 20 to go. We're down to 8 on the shot clock. Davis, top of the key with 5 seconds, dribbles in, gets a little opening, can't finish, and rebounded by Henderson. Outlet pass up ahead, finds Green. Green takes it left baseline, tough contested shot, no good. Tip in, no good by Holden, and rebounded by Jones with under a minute to go. So Teays Valley going to move to 9-3 on the season and drop Henderson to 6-8 as Jones will take a 3, and there's the icing on the sundae as Jones hits his second 3 of the game and caps off what has been a tremendous second half for him. His inside 3 is good. And a timeout called as Nick Green hits his 6th 3 of the game with 35 seconds remaining. As here you see on the replay, Jones on the pull-up from the left wing and able to connect. As Jones, we mentioned, shut out in the first quarter, had 10 in the second quarter, then had 9 in the third quarter, and now 10 here in the fourth quarter, a 29-point effort by David Jones, the 6'5 junior. As we said, he did spend time on the Dominican Republic national team. And a kid that seems like he's got a bright future ahead of him in this game, as he's had a great second half as well as the end of the first half in order to help carry this Teays Valley club to this victory over Henderson. Down to 35.2 seconds to go, and then following this game, it'll be Chapmanville and International Sports Academy. There's Chapmanville in their home opener here, taking on a program in only its second year of existence, as Christmas will get it into Brown. Brown dribbling around, double teamed in the half court, or back court rather, and now we get a foul with 30.1 seconds left. And that'll be a 1-on-1 here for Teays Valley. So a lot of the fans on Chapmanville's side continuing to filter in. This officiating crew and Coach Ryan Arrowwood have had some fun exchanges tonight over here right near us. The officials told Coach Arrowwood, just enjoy the game. Yeah, we've enjoyed this officiating crew. They've been fun tonight. It's all been in good fun, too. That's what's been fun about it. It's not been anything malicious, as Brown misses on the 1-on-1 attempt. And you can actually hear a lot of the fans behind us even cracking up at that. They get it over left side. 3 on the way from Matthews, and that got halfway down and popped out. Now a foul with 17.9 seconds to go, as Henderson not willing to relent here, despite the outcome not in doubt anymore. And again, you come all the way from North Carolina, you might as well get your money's worth in all these games. And again, Teays Valley coming from Putnam County. Again, one of the things a lot of people didn't think Coach Arrowwood would be able to do was build a powerhouse program in a small county like Putnam in order to do this, but he's done that and then some here in his first several years, as 1-on-1 missed. And now taken away by Henderson. Pass up ahead, knocked away by Jones. 12 seconds left as he'll pull it out. And Jones fouled with 8.3 seconds to go. And Coach Arrowwood's still coaching as if this game's not in doubt. Again, he told Jones, treat this like it's a tight game. And that's what you tend to want to do in these situations. Even in blowouts, no matter what you're doing, you want to try and put your players in situations where if they're in them later on this year, it doesn't seem so unfamiliar. And you want to keep their focus despite whatever the score is, whether you're up or down by these scores. And Jones able to sink the first, and that puts him at 30 points on the evening. Yeah, 30 points and about 3/4 of work here for Jones. Second free throw good as well. Final 8.3 seconds now will tick off. Bring it up as Matthews gets into the center, and thunder slam for Kalib Matthews, and that will do it here tonight as the Teays Valley Christian Prep Lions come in here to Danny Gobby Gymnasium, and they knock off Henderson Collegiate, North Carolina, 79-65. Well, we're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll have a scoring recap and then get you set for Chapmanville versus ISA Academy as you're watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic with us right here on Video Productions. Yeah.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
(79 to 65). Teays Valley knocks off Henderson here tonight from Danny Gobby Gymnasium. Chris Kidd here with you. Let's run through the final scoring here real quick. First with Teays Valley, leading all scores was David Jones with 31 points. Then you had Josiah Davis with 17 points. Brandon Brown with 15 points, followed by Krishawn Christmas with 9 points. Jerome Baya with 5 points, and then rounding out the scoring with Landry Pilata with 2 points for Teays Valley. For Henderson Collegiate, North Carolina, they were led by Caleb Matthews and Nick Green, each with 20 points, followed by Javonte Waverly with 10 points, A.K. Holden with 12 points, and Jaquavion Venable with 3 points. So 2 games in the books here from the Phenom Country Roads Classic. Again, Miller, Virginia, able to knock off Beckley Prep 57-51 in Game 1. Now in Game 2, it is Teays Valley, a winner 79-65, and our nightcap is coming up here in less than 20 minutes between Chapmanville and ISA Academy. So we'll step aside for a quick break and be back here in a little less than 10 minutes for the start of Chapmanville and ISA Academy as you are watching the Phenom Country Roads Classic right here live on Video Productions. And Nathan, Chapmanville Tigers coming in at 1-1 thus far this season. Again, they lost to Christ Church Episcopal 47-38 in South Carolina during that tournament in a tough overtime defeat to them. They also did beat in an exhibition the Kentucky State champions on a last-second 3 by Obina during that run whenever they were on the road. But then they come back, they faced their first West Virginia opponent in Nitro and picked up their 49th straight win against West Virginia opponents as they throttled Nitro 99-65. Still haven't lost to a West Virginia team since the 2017 state finals, but now they get another big test. And a team that is in their second year of existence, but a team that has got some big-time top recruits that have committed to the places such as Alabama, Ohio State. You might have heard of some of those top 1A schools.
Yeah, those are pretty good schools. But yeah, Chapmanville's back tonight playing their home gym for the first time. And this is the hardest schedule I've ever seen a regular high school team, maybe since Huntington High when they had O.J. Mayo, Patrick Patterson and company out there. This schedule is absurd of what Brad Napier has put his squad through, but he feels it's only going to make them better, and I have to agree with you. Meanwhile, across the way, I had the chance to watch ISA Osborne last night take on Beckley Prep. They did lose that ball game 58-51. ISA Osborne had some great players, though, on their team. They've got a top 30 recruit in Charles Badeko. He's a top 30 player in the country, not just in Ohio where they're based, not just here and there. This is in the United States. This guy is top 30 recruit. They've also got Keon Ambrose, who is recruited to go to Alabama, and then they played against some great talent last night as well. So it's been a really fun weekend thus far here, and we got Andy Barba, who's gotten offers from Washington, Miami of Ohio, Missouri State, many others. So there's a lot of great players on this International Sports Academy team, but they're coming off a loss last night where they feel they didn't play up to snuff, and they're going to be taking on the 2-time defending West Virginia State AA champions in Chapmanville, who have a lot to prove after losing some key seniors last year.
Yeah, and not only that, with International Sports Academy in Osborne, they don't have maybe what will be their best player on the team just yet, or at least because of a knee injury, and that's Demetrius Michi Johnson Jr. Again, he's committed to go to Ohio State already, but he's going to miss the season because of a knee injury and wait till next year. So this is a very impressive school, only in their second year of existence. Again, they partner with Andrews Osborne Academy near Cleveland, Ohio, and their first year they attracted 35 student athletes from 11 countries and mostly recruited Canadian players last year and went 15-11, but under Coach Dave Brisky, they're going to be on the up and come very soon, and going to be a tough matchup tonight between them and the Chapmanville Tigers. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about tonight's matchup between the Tigers and ISA Academy. You are watching and listening to Chapmanville Tigers basketball action with us right here live on WVOW and live on video.
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, surgical podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home. Do you find yourself sitting on the couch, flipping through the same old channels night after night? Well, follow the smell of delicious butter popcorn to Marquee Cinemas at Southridge Center in South Charleston. Marquee Cinemas just finished Phase 1 of its renovations at the Southridge location. Come and relax in the new Power Leather recliners. Marquee Cinemas, your place for family-friendly fun.
I'm the elf on the shelf, and thanks to your woodworking skills, this is about to get a whole lot less jolly. And unless these are protected by Allstate, this little mess up is going to cost you big.
Protect your portable electronics against breaks, spills, and other Yuletide mishaps with a protection plan by Allstate. Available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
Meltdown, meltdown, meltdown.
Welcome back, everybody, to Danny Gobby Gymnasium in Chapmanville, West Virginia. Chris Kidd with you, with Nathan Bush alongside me, as we are getting set for Chapmanville versus International Sports Academy, coming your way here in less than 5 minutes. Well, Nathan, it's time now for the Logan Regional Medical Center keys to the game. Again, Chapmanville, as you mentioned, losing a lot of players off of last year's roster that were so key. You still got Andrew Scholl back, Obina Anachile Killam, Philip Mullins, and now you add Preston Smith and Brody Dalton into this lineup, two younger players that have shown themselves and proven themselves, though, to step into this role. Be interesting how they gel with these three veterans for Chapmanville, these three senior leaders. But what do the Tigers have to do to come out here tonight against a very skilled club and against a team with a lot of Division 1A talent on their side?
Well, they're going to have to try and break down the size. They're going to have to go and try to get Charles Badeko and Allen in trouble underneath Keon Ambrose. They have to get those two guys in foul trouble if they can. Badeko last night at 16 underneath the basket. Didn't really seem as aggressive as a guy his size should be, at least from my viewing, but of course that could change. Chapmanville's going to have to play good defense. They're going to have to use this home court advantage, and they're going to have to get Obina Anachile Kill and Philip Mullins and Andrew Scholl. They're going to have to lead the way with these young players on the court, and they're going to face some very tough talent tonight. We're going to have to use their defense and their skill and not turn the ball over. That's really the key.
Well, those are your Logan Regional Medical Center keys to the game, and the key to your health care is with Logan Regional Medical Center, offering care for every stage of life, from the Women's Center to pediatrics and primary care physicians. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you. Well, we are closing in on the start of this third and final game here tonight. from Danny Gobby Gymnasium. Can the Tigers knock off International Sports Academy in what could be a very thrilling game here this evening for the home opener for the Chapmanville Tigers?
Yeah, it was interesting that International Sports Academy played a team yesterday. I think their tallest player was 6'6" in Beckley Prep.
Well, we'll be back after this break as you are listening to Chapmanville Tigers basketball action with us right here live on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Welcome to
Bush as we are getting set for the start of Chapmanville versus ISA Academy coming up here in just a moment. And again, Chapmanville, something that's going to be interesting throughout this season, Nathan, is the commentary around this three-peat. Again, I know that Brad Napper and company, they know it's there, but they're probably not going to talk about it a whole lot whenever they get the chance. But again, no county team has ever had 3 straight state titles. Again, the Logan Wildcats came the closest in basketball after they won in 1978, and then lost in the state finals by 2 the next year in 1979. That thwarted that three-peat. Yeah, the man girls softball team had a chance at it several years back. I mean, there's been opportunities. The Logan girls softball team, I mean, you've had a lot that have won 2 in a row, but never any that have won 3 in a row. And you lose Devin Collins, Brandon Elkins, Jordan Kish, and on after last year. How did the Tigers end up getting that three-peat and do it with all the pressure being the prohibitive favorite to do so?
Well, you put the really tough question on me first game, huh? One game at a time, Chris. That's all you can do, and you got to remember they're playing some of the top teams that you'll ever see them play. They are playing prep schools, international stars, Division I talent, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason why they're playing these ridiculous, just murder's row schedule, and that's to get them better and get them ready for when they do have to start playing in-state competition, because prohibitive favorites in AA, we've seen the Cardinal Conference thus far. There's been some very good teams that are showing that they can play. Mingo Central got a big win over Scott. Scott is definitely still a good ball club. Logan getting David Early back, that's only going to make them better. Herbert Hoover pulled the upset without David Early there. Herbert Hoover, can be a pest when it comes to basketball. I mean, there's so many good teams in this Cardinal Conference, and Coach Napier's getting his team ready with all these Division I caliber schools and talents that they're playing. So they've got a huge size disadvantage tonight, do the Tigers. I'm interested to see how they handle it.
And again, Chapmanville 53-3 over the past 2 seasons, coached by Brad Napper. And Coach Napper been to 5 straight state tournaments, 1 with Mingo Central, the last 4 with Chapmanville. 8-2 record in the state tournament, and a very impressive 94-18 mark at Chapmanville since he's been here. And this Tiger program, again, a team that hadn't been to the state tournament ever several years ago. They've been to the state tournament 4 of the last 4 straight years and 5 of the last 6, 10 straight winning seasons. I mean, this is a Chapmanville team that has turned into a model program in the state of West Virginia, and also 3 straight 20-win seasons and 18 or more in each of the seasons under Brad Napper. As we look at the starting lineups for both teams, for International Sports Academy, it'll be 6'9" junior Charles Badeko, as Nathan mentioned, a top 30 recruit, getting scholarship offers from Alabama and Ohio State. Then you have 6'6" senior Andy Barba. He was a former Benedictine swingman and has committed to play at Miami of Ohio in college. Then you have Jaden Clayton, a 5'11" sophomore, Keon Ambrose, a 6'6" senior, and Brad Colbert, a 6'2" guard for International Sports Academy. Then for Chapmanville, you have 6'9" senior Obina Anachile Killen. Again, first team All-State the last 2 years, all-tournament team all 3 years at Chapmanville. Philip Mullins, a 6'3" senior. Then Andrew Scholl, a 6' senior. Mullins and Andrew Scholl were both All-State honorable mention last year for the Tigers. Then in the starting lineup, you have Preston Smith, a sophomore, and Brody Dalton, a freshman, for the Chapmanville Tigers, stepping into this senior-laden group. So now we come out here for the tip. Again, going to be fun to see the matchup between Badeko and Obina throughout this evening. But double-headed monster for International Sports Academy.
Absolutely. And Chris, you mentioned 53 and what was it, 3 Chapmanville is over the last 3 years. None of those losses have happened here in Danny Godby Gymnasium. So that streak is on the line here. Their home record, it's kind of insane that they haven't lost at home in that amount of time.
Yeah, I think the last loss they had here at home was a double overtime affair that they lost to Mingo Central back in 2017 whenever they made their first state finals run and came up just a little shy of Fairmont Senior that year, but have knocked off Fairmont Senior the last 2 years.
Beat Fairmont Senior twice last season, here in Chapmanville and in Charleston.
Yeah, what a thrilling game that was here.
Absolutely.
We're looking forward to another one here